right, Miles. One of the surprising things we've seen today, this Sunday, is the Carolina Panthers at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers absolutely came out and physically dominated a Buccaneers team that we heard all week. They're desperate. They're angry after a tough loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We were going to hear a lot about how the Bucs were going to come out and make a big statement against Carolina. They did not. Carolina flipped the script up 100% on them and dominated this game 100% of the way. 21-3 is the final. We're going to go deep into a little bit more as we talk more about what I think this game means for Carolina. But before we talk about this more, Miles, we want to hear from Panthers fans in the comments section below. This is one of the more dominating wins, frankly, not just for the Panthers, but for any team this NFL season. It was just across the board, line of scrimmage, quarterback, receiver, everything. Carolina won this one 100%, no doubt. But there's got to be one guy that really stood out to you. We want to hear from you in the comment section below. Give us your MVP for this huge Panthers win. But Miles, I think we just saw from Carolina that when the quarterback is okay and the coach problem is removed, obviously Rule is gone. This team has talent, whether it's Brian Burns making plays, DJ Moore. This offensive line blew the Bucs defense off the football. They had field day running the ball. We're seeing these young guys, Bozeman and Kwanu. We're seeing this team come together. Taylor Moton had a nice game, I thought. We're seeing this team come together, how good they could potentially be if they are just adequate at quarterback and adequate at coach. Forget good. If they're adequate, they can be a really good football team, and they showed it today.
Yeah, this offensive line's actually pretty impressive. They were doing a lot of really good things. And Nick, if I was to pick like my MVP for the game, it's the running back room. No Christian McCaffrey, no problem. Foreman gets it done, 15 carries for 118 yards. And then Hubbard comes in as well, 9 carries, 63 yards and a touchdown. So, they look good, and you'd think, okay, well, they got it done, but who they get it done against? Well, Nick, per PFF, this is like the grading system we like to use. Carolina Panthers, 32nd ranked offense at this coming into this game. The Buccaneers, 7th ranked defense. So they come in against the Bucs and they run the ball down their throats. DJ Moore has a decent game as well. 7 catches, 69 yards, a touchdown. But like you said, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They did the dirty work. This offensive line allowed them to run the ball at will all over the field. So really impressive. I'm glad that Carolina could get it together. But, this is interesting, though, Nick, because it's showcasing a lot of players, and it's showing that Carolina has a ton of talent. And I think this is like an audition tape, maybe. So there's 2 ways you could go about it. You could trade away to a lot of players and say, like, you're tanking for X player, insert X player here. But also, if you can audition your talent, you make your team a little bit more of a desirable spot for a good head coach to come, because there's a 2-way street. A coach has to want to come there. And I think Carolina shows that, hey, we have a solid defense and we have good skill position players. We're a desirable place. You pick the quarterback you want, we'll bring them in, and then boom, this is a team that's probably ready to roll here pretty soon.
100%, right? There was rumors all week that, teams had called to ask about Brian Burns, and, the Panthers allegedly were offered multiple, I think, number 1 picks is what the rumors were. I don't know if that was the actual offer or not, but we can see that the Carolina Panthers did everything smart. They dumped McCaffrey in that salary, got a lot of picks. Brilliant move. I think they robbed the 49ers, essentially, how that's going to shake out. And like you said, this kind of performance attracts quality head coaching candidates, because that's what they need. They need to get the head coach right. And this is sort of a desirable place, right? If you come here as a veteran head coach, which is probably what they want. You're seeing a good offensive line, good running game. DJ Moore's a stud receiver, really good defense, right? You're just seeing this kind of environment come together. Fritterer seems like a quality GM, seems to be willing to work with a lot of guys. I really like what he's done at his role as a GM. So I really like your point there, Miles, that this is the kind of game and performance that attracts some of these head coaches sitting on the sideline. Maybe a Sean Payton, right? Maybe some of these other guys are going to be available, in the offseason for the Carolina Panthers to bring in. No matter how you shake it, this is a huge win for Carolina, proving a lot of people wrong. They moved off McCaffrey, no problem, ran the ball down their throats. The guys they held on to look like superstars. So again, Panthers, great win and a strong position for the future.